anyone out there feeling overwhelmed, stressed, just down on yourself or down on life? The prevalence of mental illness, which includes depression and anxiety, is on the rise in Arkansas. According to the Kaiser Family Foundation, 37% of Arkansans struggle with mental illness, and that's almost double what it was just 3 years ago. One Conway woman is now doing something to not only help improve her own mental health, but to help others too.
I opened Float Spa because I needed it personally.
Jennifer Smith was told by a friend that she should try flotation therapy.
My hairdresser referred me because she knew my mental health state was deteriorating and I needed a recharge somehow. I'd been going to a therapist and talking, and it wasn't enough. I needed something else to kind of help calm the anxiety that I was carrying all the time. And the flotation therapy, the first time I did it, it was incredible.
Flotation therapy is experiencing complete weightlessness by floating in a dense Epsom salt solution. It's the only way to remove all stimulation, even gravity.
I definitely felt the effects for about 10 days afterwards. My mood was better. I didn't feel like I hated the world when I got out of bed. I actually was okay getting out of bed and going to work. And it lasted for about 10 days. And I didn't hurt, my joints weren't all achy from being on my feet all day.
From aches and pains to depression and anxiety, floating in 1,000 pounds of Epsom salt and about 2,000 gallons of water has proven to provide users with numerous benefits, both physically and mentally.
Being sensory deprived, the 4 to 6 hours of rest that you're getting for your mind in an hour is really what this is about. The focus of, and when I say rest, it's restricted environmental stimulation therapy. So you are getting what has been the revamped sensory deprivation.
As a jiu-jitsu instructor, Tom Mullaney has found that flotation therapy has made a huge difference in his strength, energy, and how his body feels.
For me, I think that we live in a world that we're so overstimulated, and everything's, quick snippets, 30 seconds, this, that, and so when you're overstimulated and you're not able to remove yourself from that environment for any period of time, I don't think that your mind is able to balance itself, to catch up, to stay focused on what you're actually trying to accomplish.
Mullaney also takes advantage of cryotherapy, which is also offered at Float Spa Conway. 3 minutes in around -200 degrees, which promotes blood flow and decreases inflammation.
The first minute, your body's just really acclimating to that cold. The second minute, I call it like the fight or flight. And so it starts shooting blood and oxygen into your muscles, which is what they need to recover, to reduce inflammation, to reduce swelling, to reduce all this stuff. And then the third minute, your body's really starting to rejuvenate. It's really starting to repair itself. It's starting to come out of that fight or flight mode. So it's nice, and what I've found just since doing it is that my joints aren't hurting as much. When I get back on the mat, the stretching isn't as tough because I think the swelling in the muscles and the joints and stuff isn't as bad. So it's been great for the recovery aspect of just getting on the mats and training, getting on the mats and teaching.
Those benefits are why both flotation therapy and cryotherapy are now being strongly encouraged in college level and professional sports.
When Gillette Stadium was being built, Bill Belichick insisted that a flotation therapy room and cryotherapy room be included in the construction. So it's definitely something that needs to be in a professional athlete or an up-and-coming athlete's just routine self-care.
Amateur boxer Jared King would definitely agree.
A calm fighter is a dangerous fighter. And, using this has helped me drown out any noise or anything that may be there. And that allows me to tap into my highest potential as a fighter. So whether it's training, sparring, or an actual match, I can get rid of the noise that's there because I've already gotten to that state, that feeling that I was telling you about. You get that feeling you can take that with you as you leave here.
For Smith, she wants to share that feeling and help others feel better physically and mentally.
I love seeing people come in and being unsure of how the process is going to go. And then when they come out, they're so happy.
And if you're skeptical, don't worry. Most fanatics and now weekly users were once skeptical too.
Bringing someone along with you to say, hey, try this with me. This has been working for me. That's what I do to refer to people like, hey, like, they've been seeing me fight. What do you do to recover? Man, I go to the float spa and I pamper myself. You know, I treat myself well because I'm working really hard, and you want to recover hard as well.
Keep an open mind. The first float's always weird because you don't know what to expect. And your body doesn't know what to expect. Your mind kind of reacts oddly sometimes. So the first float's always kind of strange, but definitely keep an open mind.
Float Spa Conway is located on Salem Road in the same center as Moe's and is open 9 to 6 Monday through